Love me. You just... That's one of the meanest things you can do. That's like the scene in the movie where it's like, I can't believe he did that. John, you're going too far. I know he killed our daughter, but lick it off.
Okay.
You actually spit into my face.
Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having an amazing day. This is your first time on my channel. My name is Sebastian. I do tea videos, vlogs, story times. I upload daily. So make sure that subscribe button so you do not miss a beat, a tea, a story, or whatever, bitch. So I love you guys so much, and I'm so grateful that you are joining me today. Now let's get on to it. You know, we're having a conversation today. We're having a conversation on friendships. So friendships, what does friendship mean to you? Friendship, what it means to me is somebody who will help you get to a beautiful life, will help you through the steps of when you're high, when you're low, who will encourage you, who will have your back, who will defend you, who will also call you out on your shit, right? Because it's important to also be called out from a true friend. You know, girl, I don't like where you're going with this. Or, you know, hey, maybe you should reconsider this decision. You know what I mean? Somebody who will be with you through ups and downs. Now, take a friendship, put it on camera, and you're going to have a very different dynamic. And that's exactly what happened with Shane, Dawson, and Drew, and Garrett, and Andrew, and Trisha, right? Now, you really have to admit, even if you love Shane or not, we're talking about friends here, okay? Let's just have an open conversation. What does Trisha, Garrett, Andrew, and Drew have in common? They no longer talk to Shane. So obviously, Shane is the one thing they have in common. And all of them do not talk to Shane anymore. Now, need I remind you, Garrett and Andrew have a really freaking good podcast together. So it wasn't like everyone just drifted away. You know what I mean? Trisha was definitely the last one standing. But it turns out that they all have one thing in common, is that they no longer talk to Shane. So I'm going to play some clips for you on, especially, I'm very interested right now, in a video that came out about 3 weeks ago or a week ago on how the really horrible dynamic between Shane and Drew, and then we can talk a little bit about it.
Actually, I'm just saying, it fluctuates in chubbiness. Yeah. And it's at an all-time high, as they say.
No, it's not. Your face has been way fatter than that. It has. Look back 2 months in videos. It looks great right now. Don't eat. Put this away. I wish I was attracted to you though, because I could turn you. I could buy you something.
You have. If I was gonna fuck you, it would have happened already. I'm telling you, I'm not interested in you.
I know, but I could change that.
No, you couldn't.
Yeah, you're young. I could at least jerk off next to you.
You have. When I floss.
You don't floss.
I floss all the time.
So it like balances it out.
This bracelet?
Yeah.
The bracelet that my mom gave me to...
I went to camp, you know?
My mom gave this to me to show me.
Like when I hear the word like brothel or hostel or garbage can, I think like Drew's house. You know what I mean? We need to change that.
I don't like how much you've changed.
But not drastic.
Okay, is this the way
Not
you're gonna tell me I need a haircut? By telling me you're making me money?
Third step,
I promise!
go on a diet. Well, you're not fat, but we can lean you, muscle you up.
How would you say that out loud? I actually don't like, I'm not doing that for a vlog. I don't like that you would say that.
I was kidding.
No, you weren't.
Yes, I was.
I ate a lot of food.
You look like Quagmire.
Come on. This wasn't on vlog, but the other day, because you're gonna get fat in like 2 years.
That's not
You're gonna get fat in like 2 years.
You love me.
You just... That's one of the meanest things you can do. That's like the scene in the movie where it's like, I can't believe he did that. John, you're going too far. I know he killed our daughter, but lick it off.
Okay.
You actually spit into my face.
So, having seen those clips, you guys, I really do have to say, Shane Dawson seems to me to be a person who will use your insecurities against you to get a laugh. Now, when Shane Dawson first started YouTube and stuff, you know, he's always had this like sense of humor that he goes to the distance. He's like Buzz Lightyear to infinity and beyond, bitch. He doesn't really have a way to kind of measure what he says or what he does. And I think that sort of also translates to having friends on camera and making them expose their insecurities for a laugh. You know what I mean? Seeing how Shane Dawson basically fat shamed Drew, put him down over, you know, things that he has said, make him feel uncomfortable. You can tell Drew was feeling so uncomfortable in a lot of those clips. I can only imagine if that's on camera that you can sense how uncomfortable Drew is. How was it behind the scenes? How was it behind the camera? You know? To me, it seems that Drew's a very sensitive person. It seems that Drew is somebody who does love to joke. I believe he does love to have that self-deprecating humor that, you know, we all find funny at some sort of degree. But I read somewhere today, I get on Instagram, like law of attraction memes, and it says, careful what you say about yourself, your body, or your situation. Words have power. So for example, if you're saying like, girl, I'm ugly today. My scars, my pimple scars are everywhere, like blah, blah, blah. You're setting that tone to come true, and you're going to see it more and more because words do have power. And I do believe that the more you hang out with somebody who keeps on saying these things or reminding you or exploiting your insecurities, the more you're going to feel that way. You know what I mean? Drew has said he has had a lot of mental health situations where he's had to step back, where he's had to regroup, rethink, everything, you know? And I do believe having someone like Shane be basically his whole world at a certain time, exploit his insecurities and sort of attack him with his own things that he might have even told Shane in private, that had to take a toll on your mental health. Now, quick story. I had a friend who I loved with all of my heart, you guys. You have no idea. But this friend had something that when we was just the two of us and there was no one around, oh, they would be so amazing. They would be so sweet to me. They would be, you know, we would be actual friends. But when we would be with a group of people, it's like they turned on and they would be like, you know, for example, let's say I said to my friend, I had to go up a pant size because the booty's getting a little big, you know, I gain a little bit of weight, whatever, right? They would take that and do it against me for a laugh. Like, for example, let's say we were at the movies and we were with a group of friends and we were getting popcorn and, you know, I would be getting like, oh, you know what? Let me get a candy with the popcorn. And then the friend would be like, of course he's going to get a candy. He's going to have to go up a bigger size. You know, he actually went up a bigger size. Look at that ass. You know what I mean? And use it against me to get that laugh, to get the attention driven away from him. Now listen, this is something very interesting, you guys. Insecure people want you to be on their same level. Insecure people want you to be down with them. You know what the saying, misery loves company. It's so true, you guys. People who are feeling like they are not successful, who are feeling unhappy with themselves, want you to feel the exact same way. Therefore, they want you to bring you down with them. And I truly believe that's what happened with Drew and Shane. And unfortunately, Drew had his own mental health issues that didn't allow him to really fully stand up to himself until recently when, you know, he stopped talking altogether to Shane Dawson, according to Trisha. You know what I mean? She said they are no longer friends. Cutting toxic people out of your life is the toughest thing you can because you get confused with, but I love them, but we have so much history together, but so forth and so forth and so on. You know what I mean? But when you can barely take care of yourself, you guys, you cannot take care and carry a toxic friend with you because you cannot allow other people's insecurities bring you down. It's hard enough to stand up by yourself, let alone have somebody who just because they want to get a laugh or a view, bring you down, put your insecurities out there. You know what I mean? So I definitely think Shane Dawson, not only does he should apologize to freaking Trisha Paytas and everyone else, but he should also fucking apologize to Drew. Do you know what I mean? Because put him through public scrutiny and, you know, exploit somebody who obviously needs a little extra love. That's not how it goes. Do you know what I mean? And I honestly, I'm so happy that Drew is somewhere hopefully rejoicing, or, you know, sort of gathering and building up his hopefully he's somewhere building up his love for himself, self-love. He's making his mental health a priority, and he is surrounded by people who love and uplift him. Now, I'm not saying that you guys can't joke with each other. That's totally fine. But the way Shane would manipulate the situation, the way Shane would just sort of, yeah, manipulate the situation, for me seemed very, very one-sided, and it benefited Shane a lot more. You know what I mean? So if you have a toxic friend in your life, honey, and you have history, I know it's tough. I know it's hard to say goodbye to this person, but trust and believe that's the best thing you can do, because you do not want someone like that. When Shane would do the same thing to Garrett and to Andrew, would bully them and would pick on them. And what would they do? They would laugh, because at the end of the day, they were scared to get kicked out of that group and not be successful. Do you know what I mean? Because you know what, you guys, at the end of the day, as much as we love people and everything, everyone wants a coin. Everyone wants to succeed. Everyone wants to be in with the cool crowd. And at some point, Shane was the cool crowd. You know what I mean? So they stuck around longer, maybe for the coin, but also because they genuinely love Shane. And Shane just made it impossible. Shane made it impossible because he always had to go the extra mile and make people feel bad. Girl, BYE, okay? Bye. Listen, that's the truth. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Let's all send Drew some love, and let's pray for Shane to heal, because when someone is so nasty to somebody else, it's because their insecurities are coming out and they are making themselves seen and known, bitch, okay? That's just point blank, period. So I love you guys so much. Subscribe if you can, share my video, and have a beautiful day, most importantly. Mwah! Send some love to Drew and Brittany. Love you guys.